Hi, East Texas. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. The showers and the clouds that we've been dealing with so far today are because of this low pressure area, which is currently over the Gulf of Mexico. By tomorrow, it will move on shore. Remember, you have counterclockwise flow around areas of low pressure. So what we're seeing essentially is the moisture being brought in from the Gulf. And then as it moves back into East Texas, it encounters some, let's say, drier air or warmer air over land, and then because of that, warm air rises, it cools, it condenses. We do have some cooler air aloft, and we're getting these nice, friendly, puffy cumulus clouds that are forming. And in some instances, there's enough moisture available that we're getting just a few spotty showers. Tomorrow, this low will begin to move into the Mississippi River Valley, farther away from East Texas. And so around the edge of low pressure like this, you tend to have what's called subsidence or sinking air. And that sinking air will result in a lot of sunshine tomorrow. Very nice day headed our way for Thursday. Then Friday, we'll track this storm system here, which is in the Pacific Northwest. That will move into the north central plains or the northern plains and drag a cold front with it. And you'll notice Friday into Saturday, another increase in cloud cover with a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. Right now, Storm Prediction Center has a portion of East Texas in a marginal risk of severe weather and a portion of north central Texas into Oklahoma in a slight risk. We have to overcome the cap there, or that warmer layer of air aloft, in order to get the thunderstorms going. Right now, that cap could preclude any thunderstorm development from happening Friday. It may only happen on Saturday, but I'll show you our future skycast here in just a second, what I'm thinking. A high pressure ridge builds in behind that for the end of the weekend and early next week, so we have a couple of more dry days coming up. So if you don't get any rain and you're trying to keep the grass as green as you possibly can before we get into the heat of the summer months, watering after, I'd say water Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The 10-day low temperature trend, we still have these cool, near average to below average mornings occurring. Another one tonight will be near average. Then it is warmer Friday and Saturday. But Sunday, Monday, we are back below average with morning lows in the upper 40s, low 50s, back to the mid 50s by Tuesday. And then it's a warmer trend that heads our way as we get into the middle and head toward the latter part of April. As for daytime highs, the average highs around 76 will easily be there tomorrow and into the 80s Friday and Saturday. Cooler on Sunday. Even though the front comes through on Friday, we really don't feel the northwest winds and the cooler air here till Sunday. And I think that's when you'll really start to notice the humidity dropping off. Monday, 79, Tuesday, 78. We're back to the lower 80s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with another weak front late next week, bringing more rain and thunderstorms. So that's a look at your 10-day trend. Rain chances here in East Texas. No chance tomorrow. Friday, it's a 30% chance. Saturday, it's a 20% chance. Sunday, Monday, it looks like it's dry. Tuesday night, 30% chance. And that'll hang over into Wednesday morning with a 20% chance of rain. All right, so here's the outlook, the severe weather risk or severe thunderstorm risk outlook for Friday. The light green area, these are general thunderstorms if we see anything. The green area, marginal, meaning you have an isolated severe thunderstorm warning, possibly one, maybe two storms would have some quarter-sized hail or a wind gust above 58 miles an hour. The yellow area is the slight risk. That's typically where we have at least scattered severe thunderstorms. Sometimes you could have a tornado in either one of those, the green or the yellow area. But if you did, in the green area, it would be very isolated. More so in the yellow area, you may have one or two. That yellow area extends all the way up through Sherman and into Oklahoma. All right, future skycast, we're going to start this Friday morning. We'll skip ahead to Friday. Southwesterly winds, it's dry. Temperatures are in the upper 50s. Here comes the dry line is advancing to the east into the humid air. So we have a chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Again, we have to overcome the cap. So the cap is that warmer layer of air aloft. And essentially, as the clouds are rising up through the cap, it bumps up against that cap layer, and the clouds can't build anymore. So sometimes you'll get showers, but they'll be non-severe. So that's certainly possible. And seeing as those showers fall apart, that leads me to believe that cap is going to be in place. It's going to hold tight for us on Friday. So we may not have any severe weather at all. Saturday morning, scattered showers, thunderstorms, temperatures in the lower 70s. Interesting, looks like a sea breeze front or some sort of convergence coming in from deep East Texas and Louisiana, meeting up with the advancing cold front. And so we have scattered showers and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon. Well, keep an eye on Saturday. Just that reflection that I'm seeing on that in-house computer data would suggest that we perhaps could have at least a marginal risk of severe weather for Saturday night. All right, since March 1st, we've had almost 6 inches of rainfall in Tyler. When we compare that to average, that's about 9/10 of an inch of rain ahead. For the year, it is 6/10 of an inch ahead. So again, since March 1st, we're about an inch ahead, but for the year, we're just a little more than a ½ inch ahead. Longview, 6.5 inches since March 1st. That puts us on the plus side for the season, up 6/10 of an inch. Lufkin's had almost 9.5 inches of rainfall for the spring season going back to March 1st, and that is almost 4 inches more than what we should have had by this point. All right, rainfall outlook over the next 7 days. Next 2 days, if we're going to see much at all, it's likely going to be very light, and it is over deep East Texas. You're talking about 1/100 of an inch to maybe a 1/10 of an inch. I would imagine that Saturday and Sunday could feature some rain, especially over deep East Texas, as the front is moving farther to the south. But again, lighter amounts, only about a 1/10 of an inch. So the 7-day total looks something like this, anywhere from 1/100 of an inch near Interstate 30 to about a 1/10 of an inch near Interstate 20. And then over deep East Texas, we've got maybe a 1/4 to ½ inch of rainfall occurring in that part of the region. All right, looking at the weekend forecast, evening thunderstorms Friday with a high temperature of 81. Saturday morning, it's down to 65. We're up to 83 Saturday afternoon with an afternoon chance for showers and thunderstorms. Best day of the weekend is going to be Sunday, 75 with mostly sunny skies. All right, let's look at the forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures dropping to around 55 degrees in Pittsburgh. Tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to partly cloudy skies. That's why you see the partly cloudy. I don't have the moon here because, again, we're looking at the temperature at 7 a.m. That's the morning low temperature. That occurs after sunrise, and sunrise now is about 6:55. So the sunrise temperature tomorrow around 55 at Jacksonville, 55 at in Panola County and Carthage, 55 also at Gilmer. Over deep East Texas, you'll see temperatures also in the mid-50s. So a seasonably cool night again tonight. Hour by hour tomorrow, we got a lot of bright sunshine. Mostly sunny skies. Winds should be light and somewhat variable, but mainly out of the south at around 5 miles an hour, and high temperatures in the upper 70s. So 77 at Mount Pleasant. We'll see high temperatures at Gilmer and Big Sandy around 77 to 78. 78 in Henderson. Over deep East Texas, high temperatures also around 77 to 79 at Groveton. Here's the Baylor Scott White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. No rain tomorrow. Evening thunderstorms possible Friday. Drying out for the weekend. Monday looks really nice with a high near 80. Some scattered evening showers possible Tuesday. And maybe to round out the 10-day forecast, we have a chance for showers and thunderstorms by about a week from now. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Have a great night.